A very warm welcome again to each one of you to the virtual session of science. So, what we were doing in the previous session, we were doing wastewater story, chapter 18, part 4. We are going to do in this session. Let us see what are we going to have in this session. We are going to see how eucalyptus plant can be used for cleaning of water. So, it has lots of good use of eucalyptus plant for cleaning water. It has the antibacterial properties which can be used for cleaning of water. Since we have seen the contamination of water, we have seen different types of water contaminants, we have seen water pollutants, how water get contaminated due to different waste in water. Let us see. Eucalyptus plants can absorb the water at a faster rate and then they release pure water vapor. In this way, they act as a natural water purifier. Hence, it is advised to plant eucalyptus trees along the sewage ponds. So, what they do, they can absorb the water at faster rates and then they can release pure water vapor. This is how they will just take up H2O, that is water vapor, that will not contain any kind of impurities. And at a very faster rate, they will release pure water. This is how they will act as a natural purifier, because when they release water vapor, it will go into the atmosphere and it will come down as a rain in a pure form H2O. And it is our way, our method, it is our responsibility to harvest rainwater, and you need to take care of the rainwater, because if you take care of the rainwater, that is a fresh water which can be used for a consumption and which can be used for many other purposes. Please take this down. Then you have next, you can see eucalyptus plant over here. These have lots of medicinal use also. So eucalyptus plant is very beneficial for us. Why should we adopt better housekeeping practices and become an active citizen? Now let us see some aspects of our responsibilities towards the environment. Since we have seen so much of contamination of water, and water is such a precious resource, natural resource. So why should we adopt better housekeeping practices? We should try to reduce the waste that produce in a household so that there is not much pressure on wastewater treatment plant, that is WWTP. And it is often difficult to clean tons of wastewater. As you know, it will require lots of money, lots of funds to install a wastewater plant and to make it work. Next point, I hope you are writing there. Make points, children, over here. Please do write. Next point here, sewage water can cause several problems such as harmful disease, unhygienic and unsanitary condition in the locality. Hence, we can be more considerate about producing a limited amount of waste, and we can accomplish this by adopting better housekeeping practices. Also, we can become an active citizen by making sure that there are no open drains or sewers in a locality. If we find any, we should immediately report the same to the municipality. So, this is a sole responsibility of every citizen to take care of the environment, to have a better and the best housekeeping practices so that we can take care of a very precious resource, that is water. And something very precious, very boon to us is the natural environment. We should be very careful about the natural environment. So please take down all these points. What better housekeeping practices we can adopt? Now we are talking about a better housekeeping practices. What are the practices? We should know that. Let us know. A good way to minimize the sewage water is to check what is going in a drains. If we dispose of a waste properly, we may be able to reduce the sewage. Here are some housekeeping practices that we should adopt. We should throw all the oils and fats in dustbin rather than throwing them off in the drain. This is a very good practice of putting in the dustbin so that it can go for as an organic waste, can be dumped in the land, can go in the landfilling and all that, instead of putting in drain where it will go to the sewage water and it will become a very harmful contamination there. So oil and fats harden and block the drains. Moreover, it is difficult to separate them from the water. So this is the one very good practice you can have by not putting oil and fats waste in the drain. You should put in the dustbin. And we should not throw chemicals in the drains like insecticide, pesticides, fertilizers. Excessive use of fertilizers finally find its way in the rivers and the ponds, so you have to be very careful, because plants are not going to use up all the fertilizer. That excess fertilizer try to find its way with water, it will go and meet the rivers and the ponds, and it is going to contaminate. Medicines also, they can kill the microbes in the water, that helps in its purification. So it's not like all bacteria or microbes are harmful. There are certain bacteria which is very useful for purification of water, so that chemicals can kill those bacteria. Further, it will lead to the harmful effect in water. We should not throw things in the drain that can block, like tea leaves, food remains, cotton, soft toys, etc. We should always throw them in the dustbin. All this proper care can be taken from your very home, the home in which you live. You have to see that you are given such a beautiful nature has given you beautiful environment, and as a citizen, your sole responsibility to initiate this responsibility of taking care of the nature by disposing waste properly, by following the rules, following the protocols. I hope you are writing there, children. Here you have treating water at home. How are you going to treat water at home? Now, what you do? Tap when brushing your teeth. You should not keep it open. You have to put the tap off when you are brushing your teeth. Take quick showers. Fill up dishwashers and washing machines. Use bowl to wash vegetables. Dump only rubbish into your rubbish bins. Then use water cans rather than hose pipe. Keep a jug with water in your fridge. Install a water meter. Invest in water efficient goods. Have a look check schedule. So looks check schedule, all that. This is the at your level. At a citizen level, you can start contributing for from your very home by following all these rules, by following all these simple methods of taking care of water. This is water. Water conservation is also a way to prevent water wastage, to prevent uh, water going in waste. Because if you are keeping taps open, you are not taking care of the pipes which are leaking or the taps which are leaking, then all that water which is useful to us will go in the drain and it will become wastewater. So you are contaminating water in some way by not taking proper care of water at home. So you should always take care by following all these simple tips to conserve or to save water or to take care of water, so that the water which you are using should not go excessively in drains and become a sewage water. This we have discussed in our water as a precious resource, some tips to conserve water. Sanitation and disease. Sanitation refers to the health conditions of people related to the disposal of sewage, human excreta, and provision of clean drinking water. These are the sanitation which refers to this. What do you mean by sanitation? Is a health condition of people which is related to the disposal of sewage, human excreta, and we have sanitation actually means providing of clean drinking water. Our body is actually made up of water. We have lots of water in our body. uh, More than 70% of the body content is water, and your life process depends on water. So any contamination in water will go in your blood system, will go in your uh, in your body organ system, and that is going to be very harmful to you. So you need to have clean drinking water. Pure sanitation and polluted drinking water can lead to many diseases, as you have seen different sorts of diseases caused by different types of microbes or the organisms. Hence, sanitation system aims to provide a clean environment for us so that we can stay away from diseases. So this is sanitation and disease. Improper sanitation can give rise to different diseases that arise from contaminated water. We have learned all these: typhoid, dysentery, hepatitis, polio, cholera, and meningitis. All these are caused by microbes such as bacteria and virus. Fifth point, the human excreta is a health hazard and can lead to soil and water pollution. So that has to be taken care of. It can pollute the surface water and groundwater. Hence, people should never defecate in open areas, especially in remote areas, in remote villages. Or people defecate in open areas without realizing that they are contaminating water. So please, you have to take care of all these. Now, what are the alternative arrangement for sewage disposal? How are we going to have a different option over here? Let us see some other option for sewage disposal. The other option as an alternative for sewage disposal, on site sewage is being used nowadays. For example, septic tanks are used, compost pit toilets are being made, and chemical toilets are made. The on site sewage treatment, that means there itself where the sewage is being produced, there itself we are going to treat, that is on site sewage treatment, is used natural procedure to treat and dispose of the waste water or sewage. So instead of accumulating lots of sewage water, you treat sewage water there and there itself at the point of production of the sewage water. And then you can have a various system, you can install various system, highly advanced system nowadays we can do that. We have so much advancement in science. This system is suitable in places where there are no central waste water collection system, as we have in city sides. In urban areas we have a central wastewater collection system. Many places, if they don't have, you can have some smaller installation of some system where you can treat wastewater where it is being produced. So these are some alternative methods. Like you can have septic tanks. A septic tank is often installed under the ground in houses or buildings such as hospitals. It allows decomposition of sewage from home through the action of anaerobic bacteria, those bacteria which can respire without oxygen. Chemical toilets, you can have a chemical toilet has a separate compartment that treat human waste with chemicals and decrease their odor. You can have composting toilets where composting toilet treats human waste with biological process. The aerobic bacteria present in a storage tank that act upon the waste and turn into compost. So this is how you can make the best out of the waste which is being created. So you can make use of the waste which is created. These are some alternative ways of treating sewage. Instead of collecting a huge amount of sewage, you can treat on site. On site means where they are being produced. These are the various methods: septic tanks, chemical toilets, composting toilets, and all. Many organizations have also installed on-site hygienic waste disposal technology, in which the human excreta directly flows into the biogas plant and then used as an energy resource. So as you all know, biogas is a fuel and it can be used as an energy resource. So there and there itself, you can produce biogas, and this you have to install and some technological method by which you can have the production of biogas from the human excreta. I hope this is very clear with you all, children. Now, sanitation at public places. How can we have sanitation at public places? First one, there are numerous places in our country which are very busy, such as airports, railway stations, and bus depots. Many times, large gatherings such as fairs, festivals are also organized where a large number of people visits. So you have huge number of people gathering for such fairs and festivals. This results in the generation of large amount of waste. Do you agree with this? Yes. More the number of people, so many gathering, definitely the waste created will be huge. And if the waste is not treated properly, it can lead to several disease and even a pandemic. So you should be very careful when you visit such places. You be We should take care of the waste created in such gatherings, and this result in the generation of large amount of waste. It has to be treated properly because a serious illness they can cause of the waste which is not being treated properly in such gatherings, and it can even there can be an outburst of the epidemic. Epidemic means like you have some kind of illness will become common among the large population. Hence, we should all become aware and contribute to the maintaining sanitation, not only in our homes but also at public places. So it is not your home where you keep all your thing properly and you keep sanitation on top priority. It is your duty to keep sanitation at public places also. That is also your top priority. As a citizen, you have some responsibility towards the society. And if we adopt certain practices at public places, we can help in maintaining the sanitation. For instance, for example, we should not throw garbage in public places. Always we should use dustbins. There are many dustbins placed at a proper places. After certain distance, you have dustbins placed installed everywhere. So you should make a use of dustbins instead of throwing cheap wrappers, chocolate wrappers, what you eat, all that wrappers, all the waste which you create, you should never throw on the roads because that is finally going to come back to us, and in a very adverse, in a very ill form. You should always be very careful. We should not spit in public place. We should never spit on public place. That is ill mannered, or it is going to spread some kind of illness if you have and you are spitting around. That can spread in the environment and can be contagious. It can be very harmful for the others. So you as a responsible citizen, you should never spit around in a public place. Thank you, children. I hope the session is interesting for you and you are going to take proper care of your home, your society, and your nation. And your nature, first of all, is a blessing for you, the Mother Nature. We are going to take care of the Mother Nature. We are going to take care of our environment. Thank you, children, and have a wonderful day.